6:45. This is a Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news read by J. Yogaraj and read by Lavani Vijaythunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. The Health Ministry reiterates enough and sufficient corona detecting tests are being carried out daily without any interruption. A Sri Lankan delegation headed by Minister Udaya Gammampila will attend the gas tech exhibition and conference to be held from the 21st to the 23rd of September in the UAE. Relief assistance will be provided soon to the private bus operators who are affected due to the prevailing quarantine curfew. Quarantine curfew extended until 1st October. Sri Lanka reports another 121 coronavirus deaths. COVID update, 1,278 new cases confirmed so far today. Cardiac specialists claim that there is no issue for cardiac patients to receive COVID vaccine. In news overseas, astronauts return to the Earth after China's longest space mission. And in sports news, security alert, New Zealand call off Pakistan tour minutes before the first ODI. Those are the headlines, and now we move on to the details of the local news. Deputy Director General of Health Services Dr. Hemantha Herath reiterated that the ongoing COVID test procedures have not been stopped. The Health Ministry has engaged in a special consultative discussions with the relevant laboratories, and the corona patients detecting process is being conducted daily in a successful manner. Meanwhile, the Indian government has come forward to provide 5 fully equipped mobile vehicles which can perform 20,000 PCR tests daily to detect the corona-infected patients. The Deputy Director General rejected the claims of some media institutions referring the underperforming of PCR and RAT tests. Dr. Hemantha Herath further stated that enough and sufficient corona detecting tests are being carried out daily without any interruption. A Sri Lankan delegation headed by Minister Udaya Gammampila will attend the gas tech exhibition and conference to be held from the 21st to the 23rd of September in the United Arab Emirates. This is the largest international conference hosted by the world's leading gas, including hydrogen producers and energy sector contributors. Minister Gammampila will have bilateral talks after the conference with the United Arab Emirates government and with the objective of obtaining a long-term relief interest-based loan facility. The quarantine curfew currently in effect across the island has been extended until 4 a.m. on 1st October, the President's spokesperson said. In a Twitter message, he said that the decision was taken during the meeting of Special Committee on COVID-19 Control chaired by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa this morning. This was also confirmed by Health Minister K.L. Rambukalla, who tweeted that the conditional lockdown will continue until 1st October. However, the government's essential services impacting the economy will be allowed to function, the minister said, adding that conditions are to be notified soon. The health minister also said that as per President Rajapaksa, he will be consulting with the finance minister Basu Rajapaksa to decide which government institutions will be kept open as essential services that contribute to the economy. He urged the public to adhere to the health regulations and use this time to get vaccinated. The 10-day island-wide quarantine curfew was initially imposed on August 20th. However, the restrictions were further extended on several occasions in a bid to mitigate the spread of the virus and to ramp up the vaccination process. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. And we continue with more local news. The Director General of Health Services has confirmed another 121 coronavirus-related deaths for September 16th, increasing the country's death toll due to the virus to 11,938. According to the figures released by the Government Information Department, the victims reported today include 62 males and 59 females. One of the deceased is below the age of 30, while 28 are aged between 30 to 59. 92 victims are aged 60 years and above. The epidemiology unit of the Ministry of Health says that 1,278 more people were tested positive for the novel coronavirus so far today. This brings the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in the country to 499,972. Reportedly, more than 58,300 infected patients are undergoing treatment at the moment at hospitals, treatment centers, and at home-based care. The total number of the virus recoveries climbed to 429,776 after 1,186 patients were discharged from medical care earlier today. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. The Health Ministry reiterates that enough and sufficient corona detecting tests are being carried out daily without any interruption. A Sri Lankan delegation headed by Minister Udaya Gammampila will attend the Gas Tech exhibition and conference to be held from the 21st to the 23rd of September in the UAE. Relief assistance will be provided soon to the private bus operators who are affected due to the prevailing quarantine curfew. Quarantine curfew extended until 1st October. Sri Lanka reports another 121 coronavirus deaths. COVID update, 1,278 new cases confirmed so far today. Cardiac specialist claims that there is no issue for cardiac patients to receive the COVID vaccine. And that was the local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
The main news story for tonight, State Minister Dilum Amanugama says relief assistance will be provided soon to the private bus operators who are affected due to the prevailing quarantine curfew. Around 17,000 private bus operators are affected so far due to the prevailing inter-provincial travel restrictions. A special relief package will be provided not only to the bus operators but also to the other relevant sectors involved in this process, the State Minister added. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And now in Watchlight.
And in Watchlight, claiming that there is no issue for cardiac patients to receive COVID vaccine, cardiac specialists today requested all active and chronic cardiac patients to receive both doses of any COVID vaccine, claiming that they were more vulnerable to develop complications or even death. Cardiologist of the Nigagma Hospital, Dr. Disna Amanarthunga, told a news conference of the Health Promotion Bureau that it was not an issue for the cardiac patients who are undergoing bypass surgery, stenting or any other surgery to receive the COVID vaccination. She said cardiac patients should continue their medications even after getting infected with COVID unless a doctor advised them to discontinue the medications. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News.
Headlines of the world news. AUKUS pact. US and the UK face backlash over Australia defence deal. French angry at viral bullying of 11-year-olds. Astronauts return to the Earth after China's longer space mission. Those are the headlines, and now more to the details of the world news. The US and the UK are facing growing international criticism over a new security pact signed with Australia. The deal, seen as an effort to counter China, will see the US and the UK give Australia the technology to build nuclear-powered submarines. But the move angered French, which said it has been stabbed on the back, while China accused the three powers of having Cold War mentality. And the pact has raised fears that it could provoke China into a war. French education officials have condemned an online bullying trend targeting children born in the year 2010. The anti-2010 trend has gained momentum over the past month on video sharing app TikTok. Posts on the site have gained millions of views, with users encouraged to form an anti-2010 police. Education Minister Jean-Michel Blanquer called the cyber harassment campaign completely stupid and against our values. 3 Chinese astronauts have returned to the Earth after completing the country's longest crewed space mission. They spent 90 days at the Tianhe module in China's space station, some 380 kilometers above the Earth. The 3 men had on Thursday boarded the Shenzhou 12 crewed spacecraft and undocked from the space station. The successful mission is another demonstration of China's growing confidence and capability in the space domain. And to conclude the world news, the headlines once again. AUKUS pact, US and the UK face backlash over Australia's defence deal. French angry at a viral bullying of 11-year-olds. Astronauts returned to the Earth after China's longest space mission. That was the world news, and now we move on to the development news. 700 computers worth 21 million rupees have been provided to children care centers. The internet facilities are also provided. These facilities are provided with the support of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. And that was the development news.
Sports news.
Moving on to sports news, New Zealand have called off their limited overs tour to Pakistan, citing security concerns, leaving the cricket community in Pakistan unimpressed. PCB chairman Ramesh Raja was especially critical of the New Zealand cricket decision, saying walking out of the tour by taking a unilateral approach on the security threat is very frustrating. That was the sports news. Business news coming up.
A safe, easy and versatile app for all your banking needs. NSB Pay for monetary transactions, bill payments, reloads, credit card payments and Lanka QR transactions. A range of facilities with multiple account registrations. Access to your bank needs wherever you are. Download the NSB Pay app from the Play Store or the App Store for free now. For more information, call your nearest NSB branch or 0112 379 379. Conditions apply.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
In business news, the Commercial Bank of Ceylon, in collaboration with the Council for Business with Britain, CBB, recently conducted a free webinar titled Free Export Opportunities to Great Britain for over 290 Sri Lankan small and medium-scale entrepreneurs and exporters, as well as business promoters from countries such as the United Kingdom, the US, India, Qatar and Singapore. The 2-hour event, delivered via Zoom, benefited entrepreneurs currently exporting and those interested in exporting goods and services to the United Kingdom, and offered insights into British markets and the different avenues of opportunity available for them. That was the business news, and economic news follows.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
A safe, easy and versatile app for all your banking needs. NSB Pay for monetary transactions, bill payments, reloads, credit card payments and Lanka QR transactions. A range of facilities with multiple account registrations. Access to your bank needs wherever you are.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And in economic news, total tea exports during the period January to August 2021 rose to 187.57 million kilos, showing an increase of 13.43 million kilos over the same period last year. Total tea exports from January to August 2020 was 174.14 million kilos. In addition, bulk tea, tea bags and packeted tea have also shown an increase compared to the corresponding period of the year 2020. FOB value of 927.27 rupees records an increase of 68.96 rupees compared to 858.25 rupees for January to August 2020. Sri Lanka exported 25.48 million kilos of tea in August 2021, an increase of 3.47 million kilos over the same month last year. That was economic news and the weather report to conclude.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report. And finally, the weather report. The Met Department says showers or thunder showers accompanied by severe lightning are likely to occur in several places in the northern, north central, eastern and Nuwa provinces and in the Kandy and Nuwara districts. The Department of Meteorology said in a weather advisory issued this evening. There will be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. The Met Department urged the general public to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by lightning activity. Meanwhile, the international weather forecast website AccuWeather.com reports that the day's weather was observed to be bright with occasional showers. Today's daytime temperature was around 28 degrees Celsius. There will be light showers in many places in the Colombo district in the night. Tonight's temperature will be around 27 degrees Celsius and there will be scattered showers in selected spots late in the night. The ground temperature would be around 26 degrees Celsius at the time of this news broadcast. The air quality index AQI is 19, which shows fair condition in Colombo. The air quality is generally acceptable for most individuals. That was the weather report, and let's get back to the headlines once again before we conclude this news bulletin. The Health Ministry reiterates that enough and sufficient corona detecting tests are being carried out daily without any interruption. The Sri Lankan delegation headed by Minister Udaya Gammampila will attend the Gastech exhibition and conference to be held from the 21st to the 23rd September in the UAE. Relief assistance will be provided soon to the private bus operators who are affected due to the prevailing quarantine curfew. Quarantine curfew extended until 1st October. Sri Lanka reports another 121 coronavirus deaths. COVID update, 1,278 new cases confirmed so far today. Cardiac specialist claims that there is no issue for cardiac patients to receive COVID vaccine. In news overseas, astronauts return to the Earth after China's longest space mission. And in sports news, security alert, New Zealand call off Pakistan tour minutes before the first ODI. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news.